In this video, I want to tell you why this Smallrig setup may be the best desktop setup in 2025 and maybe even all the way to 2030. So if this is your first time on this channel, I just want you to know that this is not a gear review channel. Definitely not. I do review gear on here from time to time, but the purpose of reviewing gear on this channel is so that you can pick the best gear for you so that you can start creating. I believe that if you're on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube and you want to create, then that's what you should be focusing on. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. In all transparency, I just want to say that Smallrig did send me a few of these items. What they sent me was the DJI OSMO Pocket 3 cage and also 2 of the clamps and 2 of the ND filters, and that's it. The format of this video is going to go like this. First, I'm going to tell you all the parts you need in order to build this rig that fits cameras like the Sony ZV E10 and the DJI OSMO Pocket 3. And then I'm going to tell you why I believe this is one of the best setups. And then I'm going to tell you the price of everything, plus just a few more tips. So stick around and find out. So let's get into it. All right, so the first part of this build is going to be the tripod. This is the Smallrig VT20. It is a small aluminum tripod, which means that it's going to be strong but lightweight at the same time. Now, the thing I really love about this tripod is the fact that it folds down into a compact, small footprint, and this makes it really easy to pack if you're going to go on vacation and things like that. And y'all know how much I love things that are easy to take with you when it comes to the camera world. The other thing about this tripod is it has 3 adjustable telescoping legs, so you can balance this tripod on uneven surfaces and you can get your shot exactly the way you want it because of the fact that it has these legs that move up and down. Now, the other thing about this is it does have a 360-degree ball head, and this again allows you to get level shots even if the tripod base isn't level itself. And I can't tell you how important that is, especially when you're doing things like this and filming yourself. It's hard sometimes to get a perfectly even base, but this ball head allows you to move the camera in every single direction so you can get it exactly the way you want it. But it also features this little cutout here so you can put your camera in vertical mode if you want. So if you're shooting things like TikTok videos and Instagram, you can do that with the same tripod here. So that's another feature that I love about this tripod. Now, it also features 2 1/4-20 mounts for accessories. And I think for me, this is key to this build right here because it allows you to mount other things. And we're going to go over that in just a minute. This tripod also features an integrated mounting system, which means not only do you get the base plate that has the 1/4-20 mount on it that you can connect to all kinds of cameras and things like that, but if you have a cage like on your Sony ZV E10, FX30, or any kind of camera that has a Smallrig cage, then you can connect this camera directly to the tripod head just by sliding it in and tightening down this bolt here. And I think for me, that again just makes this tripod really simple and really easy to take with you. I am a fan of simple and easy, as y'all can see. Now, the other thing that this tripod comes with is a phone holder. So let's say you don't have a DJI OSMO Pocket 3 or you don't have a mirrorless camera. Well, you can still use your phone with this, and this is an adjustable phone mount, so no matter what the size of your phone is, you could still use this tripod, which again is like Smallrig really thought of everything with this tripod. The next thing is the quick release plate, which again I love. Anything that has a 1/4-20 mount on it, doesn't matter what it is, you just screw this base plate onto it and then you could connect it directly to your tripod. So it could just be used as a microphone stand or to hold your audio recorder, or again whatever accepts a 1/4-20 mount, this base plate can screw directly onto it. Now, there's also a little hook that comes with the bottom of this, so you can hang things on it, like if you need to add weight, if you're in a windy situation or something like that. That is also an option as well. So let's move on to the next part of this, which is the Magic Arm. And when it comes to the Smallrig Magic Arm, there's actually 2 parts to this. The clamp itself has a vise that opens and closes by turning this threaded handle. And this allows you to mount all kinds of devices and accessories to just about anything you can think of. And the limit is really just your imagination, to be honest. You can mount cameras in interesting ways, microphones in hidden places, and anything that accepts, again, a 1/4-20 mount. It can be adapted to work with this, and the skies are the limit. If you check out my DJI OSMO Pocket 3 review video, you'll see when I was in the store, I actually used one of these super clamps to attach it to the cart to move around in the store and to get footage. So I'm gonna put a link to that so you can see that. But again, the sky is the limit with the super clamp. Now the next thing is the camera cage. Now, if you know anything about Smallrig, then you know that they have all kinds of different cages for all kinds of different cameras. But in this build, we're looking at the Sony ZV E10 and we're looking at the DJI OSMO Pocket 3. And the thing that I love about these cages is they come with all kinds of quarter 20 mounts all over them and cold shoe mounts, which means that you can mount just about anything you can think of to this cage. And the thing that I love about the Sony ZV E10 cage is the fact that they thought about everything. That there's cutouts for your battery door and your SD card door. There's also a little key that tucks underneath the cage. And then there's the dovetail design that actually fits into this tripod effortlessly. And it is built to go with this. I was gonna say it's like it was built, but it actually was built to just work with this. So I think Smallrig has done a great job in designing these cages. Now, when you look at the DJI OSMO Pocket 3, the same thing can be said. There's quarter 20 threads on here. There's a cold shoe mount, so you can mount other accessories on there. And there's also a GoPro mount that you can adapt to any of these GoPro devices. So if you have like the GoPro Chesty, which is what I'm wearing right here, you could connect your DJI Osmo to that and get smooth, steady shots, because all of that's built in. Now, I will say with this, I do wish they had included a quarter 20 mount in between the GoPro mounts, because that would have just added another level of versatility. But you can still get away with using this because Smallrig has so many different contraptions and so many different ways to connect this thing to different things that really you can still find a way. So let's move on to the V-mount battery plate and the V-mount battery that goes with this build that I'm doing here. So this is the Smallrig VB99 Pro, and it features multiple interfaces, including 2 USB-C ports, 1 D-tap, 1 USB-A, one 18 and one 12 volt out. Now each of these are equipped with a shunt design for simultaneous fast charging of USB-C and USB-A devices. Now, since this is a mounting plate here and there's no active electrical connections here, anything that has a V-mount you can actually mount on here. So even if you wanted to go with like the VB50, which is a smaller watt-hour battery, or even something like a different brand like the newer 99 watt-hour battery, you can use that with this battery plate as well. So again, these are just mounts where you can connect all kinds of things. And even on the battery plate itself, there's quarter 20 mounts where you can mount things in different ways or mount this plate to different things. So really, honestly, the sky is again the limit when it comes to mounting this thing. Now that does it for this build here as far as all the different pieces. Now again, you can always add or mix and match different things from the catalog on Smallrig that you want, and even different brands. But for this build, that's the end of it. But I will say in this build, I'm also using the DJI Mic Mini. So you're gonna see that in here. And I'm gonna have another review on that just coming up shortly and let you know my thoughts on that. But let's go ahead and see how we put this all together.